to create. Oh, studio. It was. Okay, all. Asking folks in the chat, can you hear me? Okay. So, y'all are going to get to sadly watch me figure out how to do this on Zoom on OBS because no one else is in yet. Because, you can't do this in studio mode and it's really frustrating me. So this is going to take about 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, and then we'll be fine. Yeah, it's in satisfied. But also, stop distracting me. I'm trying to make this work. Okay. Can people hear Gerald? And the other people? Well, not you. I'm talking about the people in chat. Oh, nope, they cannot, which means I need to fix something. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties, and I hope that you'll stick around. You are correct. Can somebody talk in the Zoom? Figure out if that's what's going on? Because I have my Zoom output set as a source. Nope, that is not happening. I don't know. Yeah, I know. That is unsurprising. Oh, I think I know what I did. No, I didn't. I thought I did. Someone talking Zoom now?
Talking in
Hello.
Zoom.
Okay. Now can you hear everybody else, people in chat?
Yeah, are we
Oh, we
audible?
have sounds?
Yes, we have
Yay.
sounds. Not the way
Hello, people.
Woohoo!
not the way I wanted us to have sounds, but we have sounds.
Hey, for today, that's good enough.
It is.
Cameras are really a little bit off
Okay.
and a little bit delayed.
I feel there's always a lag between the actual stream and the
Oh yeah, there will
Twitch.
100%. That yeah.
yeah.
This is why you should never watch your own streams because
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's always a lag.
Is there a way to just see the chat?
Yes, sort of. I don't know. If you have it on your phone as well, you can only see the chat if you wanted. I think you can also just hit pause on the video and then play the chat itself. Let's see if I can.
Yeah, that would, I mean, yeah, if the video is paused, it's just like
Almost there, folks. I'm sorry. I tried to do this before we were supposed to start. I'll make this better later. Gerald, what are you doing?
I'm looking at the camera as though I were a curious dinosaur.
He's striking a pose.
I'm being an idiot. That's
But
My
it's
stock.
entertaining, right?
I hope so. It's my stock and trade. It's my only skill.
Not your only skill.
I mean, I have a few others. But,
Right.
that-
You're
that's
really
like
good at
yourself
coming
short.
up with rodent-based
Puns.
fun gunslinger names.
well, I mean that was my minor in college. So
Rodent-based
And you don't
gunslinger
often have a
names?
chance to use that.
yeah, rodent-based gunslinger names. I used to joke that I minored in hanging out, which was sadly just kind of true. Theater performance with a minor in hanging out in front of the office. Yeah, it's like, what? That's
We're getting there. We're getting there.
I decided before we did this that I was going to rearrange my entire room. So what you can't see is that I have completely upturned everything in my room to move my desk. And after this is done, I'm going to be like, well, I have to put everything back.
well, sure.
Do you
I
have
mean,
to put
you
it all
can
back
see
tonight.
No,
you
but
can see what I've done with my place. I mean, I've got the
it's lovely.
bunting
It's fantastic.
up, and I made sure to light some candles.
You went all out.
Yeah,
Good mood.
well,
Good mood setting.
yeah. I mean, it's you register for a bunch of weird stuff when you get married, and why not trot it out on special
And
occasions?
somehow you have an Old West saloon all of a
Yeah.
sudden.
Everybody from Texas has one. We don't like to talk about it a lot, but everybody, you get one, and damned if we know what to do with them. It's like being European and having a castle.
They get a castle. each.
Logic.
Yep, lousy with castles, and in Texas we are lousy with saloons.
Okay. I have this. Welcome, everybody, Ed. Thank you for your patience. Let's introduce ourselves. I'll go last. Gerald, introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Gerald. I'm playing Huckleberry, the Ratfolk gunslinger.
Next. Corey.
Hi,
go.
I'm Corey. I am playing Tapool, the Gripply inventor.
Hi, I'm Desiree. I am playing Chippa, the tiefling human swashbuckler.
And hi, I'm Carrie. I'm playing Ellison, the dwarf fighter.
And I am Spence. I am the game master. I will fix that thing that someone just noticed with the top of Carrie's window, but probably not right now, because now it is time for our opening titles. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. So, centering myself. The four of you run into a canyon built of scrap metal. Behind you, the canyon is collapsing, and standing at the far end is a tall desert elf with gunmetal blue hair. In a smooth motion, she pulls her rifle and fires it, but it ricochets off a piece of falling debris. Moment. There it is. But it ricochets off a falling piece of debris. She yells out, "I'm coming after you, and I always hit my target. After I'm done with you, there won't be enough of your lead-pocked body left to identify. Do you hear me? You'll pay for crossing Mugland. Pay in blood." Meanwhile, 13 hours earlier. And I need to do the same fix. Darn it.
Everyone says that.
This one should be...
Pay for things in blood, always with the bullet-pocked body and so forth.
That's how the vampires get you.
It's true enough.
Because you know
Always,
how they charge for things.
always with the threats. Always with the ridiculous.
This would have been much smoother a transition if I hadn't had to do this on Zoom. So, where was I? Right. 13 hours earlier. Draw. Bang! A crack of thunder fills the air. The smoking gun, held by a powerfully built orc man wearing leather chaps, vest, and a shiny sheriff's badge, holds everyone's attention. The orc slowly lowers the firearm, stowing it back in his holster. He carefully and deliberately walks up to the bloody dwarf, surveying his handiwork. "I'm sorry it had to go down this way, brother. You picked the wrong side, and that I can't abide." He removes his pinched front hat, holding it over his heart. After a moment, he lowers his head. The entire saloon erupts in applause as the pianist begins to play. The orc bows deeply and then helps the dwarf to his feet, who also bows to the attending patrons. The two walk to the bar arm in arm and order a bottle of whiskey. "Thank you for attending." A female dwarf stands on the bar top, addressing the patrons in a loud voice. "Whiskey's only 2 silver for the next hour, and that includes top shelf. Come back next week for the conclusion of Hearts at High Noon and our after party. Enjoy yourselves." The dwarven woman, Phoebe Dunsmith, hops off the bar onto the sawdust-covered floor and heads to a back room, where a round table and a private bar await. The door opens, and you see standing outside it a catfolk bouncer. She comes in, props one foot up on a stool, leans forward on her knee, and casts a suspicious eye around the room. "Now that the show's over, let's talk business. I brought y'all here because we share some common enemies. With your help, I can make 'em pay. And get you rich in the process. But first, I want you to tell me why you deserve a job that could pay your weight in gold." And she sits
Well-
back to listen.
Well, I didn't do the things that they think I did, and I don't want my dad to get in trouble again. He was in trouble with the law once, and I don't want him to be in trouble again, and so I'll do whatever it takes to make sure that he's not.
Well, now I know what they mean when they say someone's knee high to a bullfrog. But I deserve the job because I will get it done. End of story.
I'm actually a dart frog, not a bullfrog.
Well, Do you imagine that a dart frog is much bigger or smaller than a bullfrog is?
Typically smaller. Bullfrogs are larger. That's why they're bulls.
Same difference to me.
She looks
Hey!
over. Oh, she looks over at Ellison. Then
Well, that was interesting. Now, I've been around, and I think most people here know my reputation. And there's just pretty much nothing I won't do to get the job done. So I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get my revenge and to get your satisfaction.
Huckleberry reaches into his coat, pulls out a bottle, takes a swig, and looks at the proprietor and says, "You know, the thing is, I don't really much care about convincing anybody of anything. I have nothing left to live for, nothing to lose, really. But if you want somebody dead, or if you want something done, then I'm your Huckleberry." Literally, that is my name, is actually Huckleberry. I hope that nobody was confused when I said that. It's just not a figure of speech. This is my name.
God damn it,
Is
Gerald.
Huckleberry. just so we're clear on that point. But yes, everything else that I said stands.
Phoebe Dunsmith nods. She offers to pour a round of drinks, and she calls for food. The catfolk bouncer outside opens the door couple minutes later, brings in food, and Phoebe pours drinks from this little side bar down here in the corner. And she says, "Here's the game. Ambrose
I like
Muglin,"
games.
figure of speech. "Ambrose Mugland has a decent portion of his funds invested in an old bank called the Gold Tank Reserve. It's a rundown Temple of Aberdar up against Ironside Quarter that's mostly used by ranchers and crooked politicians. I happen to know they've sent half their clockwork handlers out for maintenance and won't have them back until tomorrow afternoon. This is our chance to hit Mugland where it hurts. Now, all you have to do is bust up a few clockworks remaining, get the vault key from the bank manager, and fill a sack with gold. Once you're done inside the bank, run out the back. Now, Muglin's got a few crooked shield marshals on his payroll, including that damn bastard Deputy Lovelace, who I think some of you have had your share of run-ins with. She and her goons are sure to be hot on your tail, but don't fight them. They'll gun you down in a second if you give them the chance. Just run away and they'll look like fools. Nothing sure to fry the deputy's egg like crooks she can't catch. You trust me on that. You can lose them in the Whaling Scrapyard just west of the reserve. There's a sewer entrance there. From there, it's a straight shot back to the saloon where you'll be safe. Any questions?"
So the four of us? Are
Four-
you going part?
Nope, for you. I need to keep my profile low.
So you want to remain involved?
I'm surely involved. I want to remain to be seen uninvolved.
Makes sense.
It's all about perception, of course.
They
I
already
think-
think I did bad things. Why not do some?
Well, bad is sort of a subjective idea, is it not? It's all relative to one's motivation and also to how much the other person that one might be wronging in the process of said bad deeds, how much that other person may be. Well, let's just not even cast about for a word.
Regardless, it seems that perception of goodness or badness is what counts regardless. regarding what you actually want to accomplish.
And
I would
regardless,
like to maintain my good name. But if I need to do a few bad things to get it back, I will do so.
I was going to say, you know as well as anyone that your good name is already pretty well shot. That's why you're here.
Well, we may as well if we're gonna get this done. I do think it should be a good time to make a few shield marshals look like a horse's ass.
all over that.
Any other questions?
Do we have time to scope out the bank ahead of time?
Bank opens in 12 hours, 8 o'clock
All
tomorrow
right.
morning.
Is it a daylight job or a night job?
That's up to you, but there's a reason banks get robbed during the day. That's when the security is generally the lowest. But you can check out the bank if you want to find out.
Do we have any idea of the layout on the inside?
You, no, you'd have to case the bank for that, which you've got time to do.
All right.
She says it's a counter, some tellers, and a vault. There's offices. I don't know which office is going to be used by the bank manager. That's where you'll need to get the key to the vault.
Fair enough. Is there anything nearby, building wise, that might be a useful distraction?
No, it's a pretty run-down part of town.
Foolish place to keep your money then.
Or fewer It's an old building, and Mugland is not. How does she put this? Mugland's a greedy son of a bitch who doesn't care who he steps on, and the people who do business with him are much the same. He relies on his reputation to keep the bank safe.
Well, time to kill his reputation then, huh?
Well,
I like the way you think.
Yeah, let's drag somebody else's name in the mud for once.
okay. So, any other questions for her, or would you like to start getting into bank robbery prep?
I'm good to go.
Okay. Like how you didn't even ask her how much you were getting paid to do this.
I'm out for
Yes.
revenge.
Yeah, that's not why I'm here.
No, that's fair. You are getting
Money
15.
is just an added bonus.
You're
Besides
getting,
which, we're robbing the bank.
yeah. I mean, you're bringing the gold back here, but she
Supposedly.
offers you get a 10% cut each.
So we do all the work.
And she gives you the information, yes. And a place to lay low after.
She's the facilitator. Ours is the, how shall you say, Ellison, are you familiar with the phrase hinching?
Why no?
That would be what we are in this particular situation. We are not the masterminds. We are the hinge people.
So she says, here's a few things you might be able to use. She gives you a small sack about 2 feet by 1 foot, where you can stow the stolen gold. Oh, someone in chat beat me to the hench frog joke.
That would be Nola.
Or hench rat. It is clearly, when you look at it, it's a bag of holding. And she pulls out 4 hats from what look like a box of costumes for like the show that's going on. She says, keep the pouch and put all the gold in it. Otherwise, it'll just slow you down. Put on the hats so you can keep your identities secret, but don't muss them up. I'll be wanting them back when you're done. And she excuses
Gosh.
herself from the table. And
Are they
head-
cowboy hats or what kind of hats?
Would you like to put one on?
I do.
I put one on.
Okay. It is a hat of disguise. Your features shift. I forget exactly how these things work. Yeah, it casts a first level illusory disguise on you. You look like someone who's not you, but is vaguely your height and build.
Got it.
So doesn't have to be my ancestry even. I can be a halfling right now.
Yes, same size, but yes.
Very short halfling.
An extremely short halfling.
I'll put
So
my
yeah.
hat on.
Okay,
Yeah, same. Put mine on.
fair enough. She sees you all do this when she comes back and says, "Hey, that only lasts for an hour. Save them."
Oh,
Take my hat off.
Very well.
Does it have extra charges or just the once?
No, it has extra charges.
All right. I'll
Oh
take it
no,
off.
no, it's once per day.
Oh,
So this just means you have to rest before you do it in the you do the bank heist in the morning.
but we might
Okay,
be able
so-
to use it to case.
Yeah, you can absolutely use it to case.
Okay.
Let's see.
How far away from the bank are we right now?
You are, well, that's a good question. Let me show you the map. Map of the city of Alkenstar. There we go.
Okay.
So you are currently here at the Barrel and Bullet Saloon. The bank is over here, just one street away from the old Ironside Quarter. The scrapyard is actually just on the inside of that wall. There's a path through it. There's a footpath leading south from the bank that goes through the wall into the scrapyard.
Ah, there we go. Sure. I see it.
Yeah.
Well, so we're probably not going to get there in the hour.
No, we're
Or-
not going to get there
No.
in an hour.
Very well. Well, I dare say it would behoove us to at least cast eyes upon the bank. Head back here for respite and then take care of business in the morning.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
It's 8 o'clock in the evening.
So the bank's closed.
Bank is currently closed.
How long would it take us to get to the bank?
I mean, there's coaches for hire. Half an hour?
Well, Lord, I suppose we could also give ourselves a good night's rest up bright and early and just hit the bank first thing in the morning. If it's not too terribly complex building, I'm not sure what additional advantage we gain by knowing the layout of the building.
Makes it faster to get in and out.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Can we assume perhaps that if this was formerly a temple of Abadar, that it might be laid out like any temple would be?
It's been. It has probably been pretty thoroughly renovated inside.
All right. I say we go to sleep now, get up early, do a case, first thing in the morning when they're coming in. And then we can wait until shifts change. Go in then.
Will they have more than one shift? Banks only are normally open
I mean,
9 to 5.
you're really going to have to go in first thing, like when they open, in order to get this before they get their clockwork handlers back from maintenance, and you have to fight more clockwork guards.
Okay.
Yeah, we want this to happen as quickly as possible. I say we
You can
get
case it.
some.
There are other types of prep you can do as well. Like, I don't want to like feed it to you, but like,
Have
you
any
can-
of us ever been to the bank before?
Probably not. It's Muglin doesn't really deal with people who aren't his customers in more illicit matters. But yeah, you can case the bank. You could also probably get information from the bank if you can find a bank employee.
I was gonna say, do we know where the banking manager lives? Their name?
Well, you can try to find out. Would you like to try to gather information?
It'd
I
be a
don't-
Yes.
society roll.
Yeah,
It
Or
would be
diplomacy.
a diplomacy roll.
All right.
I don't see why not.
Have our first roll of the game, and it's a 2.
Not great. Not great.
Not great.
One moment.
That's fantastic.
Is
Just how I wanted
society
to
or
start.
diplomacy?
Diplomacy.
Alrighty then. We're gonna roll. Oh, of course. I don't know anything about banks.
No, nothing. First 2 rolls of the game.
Oh boy.
A 2 and a 1.
mean, I don't particularly know. Neither of you are much use about banks, it would appear.
Well, I'm not the one who handles banking.
I've never really
It's
had a
a-
lot of money.
It's understandable. Yeah, What
Gonna
is this place?
Do we know
It's,
anyone who has ever robbed this bank before?
No. No, you do not. So Huckleberry gets a 15. So I'm just going to tell you, that whole thing, that took 3 hours, because it's an hour for each of the failed saves.
Jesus.
But eventually, and it makes sense that Huck is the one who finds this. Huck, you start drinking. Sorry, you continue drinking.
Yeah, I was like, start.
And
Of course, I've continued drinking. It's past 8 o'clock.
you
not
find
an idiot.
a bank teller named Byron, who is brooding at the Barrel and Bullet. He's sitting at one of the tables over several beers. He's apparently upset that he has recently been passed over for a big promotion.
Oh, why so glum, chum? It's not so bad. You know, you could. What's this voice I'm doing?
I don't know, but he just went slightly British.
That went weird. That was like, good. It's because my monitor. I'm trying to get used to monitor. Trying to do, yeah. Anyway, I see you're just, well, a little sad because somebody didn't think you were the man for the job. It's happened to me before. It's happened to plenty of us in the past.
Yeah, he goes off on a rant about the bank manager. Let me tell you that
The
person's name.
The bank manager.
The bank
like
manager, a dwarf named Dresh.
Dresh.
Urkham
don't.
Dresh.
We don't like Dresh, do we?
He doesn't
Do
like
we,
Dresh.
Byron? No. Let me buy you another round.
Okay. Now, what are you trying to do? You see that he has a large ring of keys on his belt.
I mean, there is a large ring of keys on his belt. There's not a large bonus to my thievery proficiency. You see, that's
Mm,
the.
should
the
I roll
thing
then?
here.
Well, you're distracting him.
But certainly what I can do is at least it is saying, Byron, do you play cards?
I've been known to.
Well, perhaps we can find ourselves a table and lay out a couple of hands. I won't say two. Poker with two is just such a odd game, but we could certainly play a little bit of gin rummy.
Yeah,
One gold,
he-
silver a hand.
not a gold a hand, silver a
Silver.
hand probably.
Gold, silver, one of the coins, Byron. A coin a hand will be fine.
Yeah, he. Phoebe has clocked what you're doing and actually brings you over a deck of cards.
Oh, well, thank you, Phoebe. You're a peach as always.
And she puts a double shot of their house whiskey in front of Byron, and a single shot in front of you.
Here's to getting what we want, Byron.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you.
Chin
To,
chin.
Okay, give me a fortitude save.
Oh boy.
Sure. Not Huck's best.
No, that's a 12, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else. The yeah, no, but it's it's the first shot that I've had you roll for, so yeah. Let's see. Yeah, you get a +2 against fear-based saves for the next hour.
Handy.
I mean,
And
the penalties get worse.
oh god, yeah. We looked at the penalties for drinking alcohol earlier, and I was like, wow, okay, Pathfinder is not messing about when it comes to like, here's
Your
what happens
hangover.
here's what happens if you drink too much whiskey, kids.
Yeah. One of the levels is just death.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However,
Good old alcohol poisoning.
yeah.
Yeah.
However, that requires taking a shot after hitting the level, which is unconscious. So I think you
Somebody's
have to
helping.
somebody
Someone's
else-
helping. You're funneling that at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah. So anyway, where was I? Right. The give me a diplomacy check, another diplomacy check, just to distract him, and I'm going to use this as an aid action for the thievery check.
Okay. Should it be diplomacy or deception?
I'll leave that up to you.
I mean, we could call it deception because it could be down to like doing fancy things, shuffling the cards and whatnot, I guess.
Yeah, you're creating a
You're just
distraction.
being distracting.
That's
Sure.
That's literally it's what a deception check is in many cases.
Yeah. When let's see, I was trying to yeah. Let's try that again.
Ooh. Ooh, nice.
Finally something worthwhile
Yeah.
for a roll.
Yeah, that is a successful aid.
Cool. And then I just need to roll.
Yeah. Cheba needs to roll a
Alrighty then.
thievery check to steal
Let
his
us-
keys.
Fingers crossed.
Oh.
Now why?
It is at this moment that I'm going to remind you that you have
Hero
points.
point.
Oh,
You can
so
spend
I
a
can
hero
just use
point.
one of those?
You can use one to re-roll that.
Let's just do it, because I
Okay.
won't remember to otherwise.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And
Do
actually,
I need
Huck,
to do
you
anything in Foundry to expend that, or
on your character sheet, it has hero points
Oh
at
yeah,
the top.
yeah,
Just right click once. So it's down to 0.
yeah. Yep, yep.
And
Nope.
Gerald, I'm going to give you a hero point for your accent. It's only going to happen this time.
Fair. But will you give me additional hero points when I tell you that I am gonna watch Tombstone between this stream and the next one? Probably twice. Specific. No, anyway.
Oh, sorry. We have
All
been
right, there we
told
go.
that you can
Finally,
right click
that-
the role in the chat to use a hero point. I did not know that was a thing. Good to know.
Helpful
That
tip.
took me like 5 minutes just to do that.
Yeah,
That was
it's-
not that much better.
Well,
No,
Chippa, I'll tell you this: that sucks less.
It does
It
suck
does.
less. In fact, it moved it from a crit fail to just a failure.
It's
I am so
probably a-
sorry, sir. I'm just all kinds of tripping over my feet. You know how it is.
Okay, since you're talking to him, I'm gonna need a deception.
Might as well.
I am
Um,
pleased you're interrupting our card game.
Oh, well,
Okay.
she has him distracted. Can I try a thievery?
You can.
I am like smoothing out his shirt. I'm just like, you know, it is my bad. I did not mean to run into you like that. Oh, what are y'all
Huckleberry.
playing?
Gin rummy.
That is going to be sufficient for this thievery check.
I'm gonna
Aha!
sit down.
That was a 16. I should really just make the chat with all of the rolls show up in the Foundry view in the stream, but I'm not going to do that right now. So yeah, you have stolen his
So-
keys. There are 4 keys on it.
All right. And I will quickly dart back to where the shadowy corner of the saloon where I had been sitting.
Dart. Because she's a dart frog. Okay. So anything else y'all want to do tonight? Would you like to try to get information on that scrapyard? Do you want to, I don't know, anything else you want to do to prep, or just go to bed?
How much silver is Huckleberry able to win off Byron?
Is Huckleberry trying to cheat?
Not at this point. He's not so much focusing on cheating as he was just like holding his attention. He's
Okay.
like telling stories and being like, I worked for a bank manager once. Didn't care for him. He was a greedy, scurrilous bastard.
You end the night up 5 silver.
Byron, never let it be said that you are not a gentleman. I greatly enjoyed this evening. Let's pour you into a bed, my good sir. Let me show you on your way.
You get him into a fantasy Uber, I guess. And-
Just like whatever little pedicab is nearby.
yeah.
Just shove him in one.
There's
Like, good
there are
night.
definitely pedicabs, because except they're behind a penny farthing.
I was just gonna say it's like a clockwork rickshaw. That's just like
Oh yeah.
No, those are up in Skyside, not down in Smokeside.
oh
Oh,
okay.
We're in the cheap areas.
Yeah, this is not necessarily the nicest part of town. It's not terrible, but it's not super nice.
This is just like a bone shaker penny farthing being like ridden by a knoll, like towing a wagon, and you just like throw Byron into the wagon.
It's just like it's gonna vibrate your entire body when you're like going down the road. Yeah.
Okay, just because of that moment, I've been thinking about paying an artist to just sit and watch the stream and do a couple sketches during it. And right now, more than life itself, I want a knoll in a Newsies cap riding a penny farthing with. Okay. So,
Knowlesy, they call him.
so next day, you go to the bank. And
Time to make a withdrawal.
Indeed. Let me zoom out this a little bit.
Refresh.
There we go. I don't know. Oh, because I think it's trying to play the sounds of. Is it?
I don't know.
I'm hearing something, but it might. I don't know. I think it's still trying to play the rowdy ambiance in the bar.
Does Huckleberry exist on our map?
Yeah,
He's
you
in an
can't see
alley.
him because he's in the alley over to the right.
Okay.
I can see him barely.
Yeah. I don't know why I decided when I placed the tokens here that Huck would probably just lurk in the alley, but I don't think I'm wrong.
You're not.
So,
Uh,
the Gold Tank Reserve. Yeah, you're on the
Huh?
street outside. Out in front, you can see two large well, I say large, medium, man-sized clockwork bipedal figures. They sort of
That's-
stand to either side of the walkway that leads up. It's gone out again. They stand on either side of this walkway that leads up to the bank. There we go.
oh, I see him. I was looking northward, not southward.
No, you are currently lurking across the street.
We're
Nothing
loitering.
suspicious about that.
You are unsuspiciously loitering.
I presume I gave the keys to Chepa after
And
acquiring
thank
them.
you mightily, my little sticky-fingered friend.
Now, would you like to do
Hey now.
any sort of casing of the bank before you go in?
Well, I'd like to find out exactly how many guards there are in there.
Okay, so you're going to go into the bank.
Didn't Phoebe just tell us it was just the two?
No, there's more than two, but they have half of them are out for maintenance.
Hmm.
So there's a certain number of them not there.
If you're going in and lying, that's deception, correct?
Yes.
Who's got best deception? It might be me.
Mine is +5.
6.
Yeah.
3.
Also
My
six.
thievery is +6,
No, no,
but that
I'm
you would
4.
not know
I'm
that from my
4.
rolls. Sorry.
How much was yours, Corey?
4.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
Be Huck then to go in and figure out a report.
Okay.
If everybody hang back, I'll see what transpires. As
I'll
Huck,
ask if-
Don't forget your hat.
Yeah, I was going to say, are you wearing your hat yet?
Your hat of disguise.
well, I mean, to be clear, Spence put me in front of the bank. I didn't say that I walked up to the bank just then.
Oh, that's fair. I'll move you back out here.
Still doing a good old fashioned lurk. Well, I mean, Huck is wanted, so he wouldn't be able to show his own face, and we need to make this happen within the hour anyway.
Right.
So at that point, he is going to say, all right, I'll be in and out as quick as I can, make a couple of observations, and then I'll come outside and we'll make a play for it. Unless you'd rather I go inside and make a signal.
Are there windows?
There are windows. The windows in the front both lead into some sort. Both of them lead into offices.
Huckleberry, it might be in your best interest to go in there, act like you are going to make an appointment with someone, ask if you can have a sit down meeting, kind of browse around, talk about opening up an account in one of those offices so that we can see you. You can make a signal to us about how many guards are inside and we can just come on in.
I think that probably works well enough for me.
Besides which, at that point, it's easier to have all of us just go straight inside instead of back in and out where we might get seen.
I'll go in, and after we have, give me 5-10 minutes, and then we'll make this happen.
Good enough for me.
Okay. So now do
Everybody
you
have
cross
the head on a swivel? Yeah, he puts on the hat of disguise. It makes him what's roughly the same height as an Asoki, 4 feet.
Yeah,
Um,
I think so,
halfling.
yeah.
Dwarf, a gnome, something like that.
Gnome's a little gnome definitely. Dwarf's a little bit taller.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say he suddenly looks like a gnome, and yeah, why not?
Okay, I'll let you move yourself. Sorry, I'm used to. So the game that I play on during the week is in person, but we use Foundry for battle maps, so I'm just used to moving everybody.
Fine.
Let's see. Well, I tried to move myself, and there we go. Huckleberry approaches the bank, and as he approaches, he does. Should I do just a perception check to see what's up with the clockwork guards? Kind of get a read on them.
Absolutely.
Very well. We'll just say. Oh, of course, it's wisdom, where I have a +0.
I mean,
Hey,
it's a 21. They are. I mean, they're humanoid shaped, well, vaguely humanoid shaped. You know what? I have a macro to do this. Let me show you what they look like. They look like that. They have.
That's not terrifying at all.
Yep. They have a coil of rope on one shoulder and a spear and what looks like some sort of light source inside their head, which can swivel 360 degrees.
Don't like that.
If you want to know more about them, you're going to need a crafting check.
Would I be able to do that from across the street where I am?
Yeah, you can see them.
yeah.
All right.
I could also do. I'll do a crafting check as I'm walking a bit further. I'm just.
I
Like,
mean,
what's the?
Let Corey
Oh,
do
yeah.
it because it's kind of Tupwell's thing.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I am going to spend my hero point
Okay.
on this.
And this is just like
There we go. That is much better.
that is
That
much
is-
better. That's a 19.
That is what you need. So, let's see. So you can tell by looking at them that they're going to have some weaknesses to electricity, and that they're going to be particularly tough. They're going to have some resistance to physical damage, unless it's with a weapon that you can't afford.
All right.
Um,
I will relay that to the two that are nearest to me, since Huck is a little far away and I don't want to shout it across the street.
okay. And
Peppa's
also,
just like, well, hell.
they probably have some sort of programming which dictates what they do when an intruder is spotted or when an alarm goes off. But they
If we can
definitely
keep
act.
this sneaky. We can maybe not trigger them and get away scot-free. Let's hope.
Alternatively, we could try to trigger them to go somewhere we are not.
Sorry, I should really stop scrolling around on this while I have it set to. There we go. I had it set to follow my view, and that's never good. I mean, theoretically, yeah, you could attack one, and they would chase you,
Oh, no, I mean like
I
make it
don't
look
think.
like the break-in is somewhere else.
Well, they only guard this bank. Where else would they go?
You're across the street.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, Huckleberry's just still. Huckleberry resumes his stroll in to the bank,
Okay.
kind of trying to take it all in. He's walking along. Do.
Well,
Is
that's
that?
neat.
The front door is open.
Well, he steps on in.
Okay. There we go. So, in the bank, you see there's this counter in front of you. There are some people here just, to do business. They look like important business people. There are doors into the offices of the bank to the left and right behind you. Let's see if I can ping them in the dark. Yeah, here and here are doors. There's a teller counter in front of you with 3 windows. And there's another door over here in sort of a half wall. Like it's only half height. It's basically inviting you to pull a Robert Redford from Sneakers.
Hmm.
There's a very specific reference.
One that I absolutely did not get.
I just laughed because it was
It's fine.
my gut reaction.
Okay, you should
Sorry.
watch the movie Sneakers, but not right now
Okay.
because we're playing a game. And behind it, you see the heavy vault door open with a locked cage door inside.
Well, let's see. In that case, Huck approaches the one of the teller counters, or gets in line.
Okay, which one?
Upon as Huck approaches, are there 3 tellers in attendance?
There are 3 tellers, one of them being your buddy from last night.
Oh, one of them's Byron.
Yeah, Byron is there looking hung over to hell.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just keep on making Byron's life miserable. Why not? You know, this just seems he's
Poor
over
Byron.
Here. That's the one, yeah.
Yep, there's Byron.
There we are. Does he have a nameplate or anything? Did it indicate
No, they
there?
don't care about their tellers enough to individualize them.
That's fair enough.
Howdy.
Well, hello there, my good sir.
Wait a minute. So your disguised gnome talks like Foghorn Leghorn?
Foghorn. If I'm doing Foghorn Leghorn, it would be a little more over the top. But
Okay, that's fair.
Foghorn Light Horn. Foghorn Leghorn Light. Well,
No,
hello.
look,
Yeah.
There are far too many puns in the chat that keep distracting me. Thank you. Sorry, please go ahead, Gerald.
Well, hello there, my good sir. I wonder if you could put me in contact with somebody here of sufficient station that I could speak with them about the opening of an account at this establishment.
He looks around. He is hung over to hell. And
Looks as though you had a rough evening. Perhaps of it last night, my good man. Am I right?
He nods and he doesn't even say, he steps away from the counter and he goes and speaks to, no, stop following me. Sorry, I just read the chat. I need to not
No,
do that.
I read that too, and I'm like, it could be worth a shot, but I'd have to like.
But we
crit
took
that.
his keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have his key that he needs to do that. The bank manager, well, never mind. I'm not going to tell you how this works. So yeah, he says, well, the loan officers aren't in yet. You'd have to come back this afternoon.
Oh, I see. I see. Well, perhaps you can also be of service. I would imagine. You seem as though you're a very intelligent, responsible man of financial acumen. What is your name, my good man?
I'm Byron.
Why, hello, Byron. My name is Hornleg. How are you? Hornleg, that's Professor Hornleg. I'm a professor of academics. What's the problem?
Academics.
What's the problem?
Sorry, your professor of academics is like my character from a game of adventure who was a doctor of science.
Sure.
Um,
I am more losing it over horn leg instead of leghorn.
Oh, well, that too. Oh, I got it. So a dwarf comes walking up behind Byron, and you can't see it from your side, but you do see, apparently there's some sort of steps on the far side that he walks up to the counter and says, Byron, did I hear you telling this professor of academics that we cannot assist him with placing his money in our establishment?
Oh, don't let it not be said that he was just doing an excellent job.
No, don't.
Young Byron.
Don't you try to defend him. He came in this morning, poor fool, and lost his keys. One more problem and he's fired. In fact, Byron, you're fired. Pack up your things and get out of here.
Poor Byron.
Byron, this is not your best day, but I promise there are better days ahead.
Byron grumbles, spite, mutter. Byron heads back into the back room directly behind his teller counter, and you see briefly through the door that there's a bunch of lockers back there. And yeah, that's the last you see of Byron.
Is it?
I
was a bit.
I mean, for the moment it is. It's not the last that your companions see of Byron, because those watching see Byron exit the bank out the side door into an alley that runs along the eastern side of the building. So Chepa just sees Byron appearing back here and heading off.
Whereabouts?
Sorry, you can't even really see it on the map. Okay, the east side of the bank, way further down. Like, he leaves the
way
building
out.
here.
Yeah. Alrighty. Now, am I seeing him walking towards us or away from us?
You see him walking away from you, sort of dejectedly carrying a backpack.
I
might
wonder
like-
if
Does she
one of those
recognize him?
keys you have works that door.
That was exactly my thought. I
No,
feel
that
like
makes sense.
we did bad by that Byron guy, though.
If he
Maybe
hadn't
he's on
left
his
so
lunch
quickly,
break.
I would have recruited him.
I mean, Now that Byron's gone, I'm going to tell you that if you had just told him you were going to rob the bank, he would have been all about it.
You
sitting here
fired
like,
him.
I
You
think-
fired him before I had a chance to say Byron.
It was
Byron,
the lowest
it's
DC
me.
of all the skill checks to get his keys is just tell him.
Byron, we were thinking of so really this person in the chat who's like, well, I say, could you open that vault for me? That's actually the solve. Jesus.
It's a solve, but it's no longer a solve available to you. So, what are y'all doing?
There goes the cheat code, everybody. Exit stage left. Damn it.
Well,
What if
Now we're-
we?
I'm going
We're
to tell
actually doing
Ellison
this.
and Tapool. Well, would you look at that? That is that gentleman that Huckleberry was getting drunk yesterday evening, walking out of the side of the building.
I feel like that's really not good for him. I feel bad because what if this is our fault and we just hurt that man?
Well, you want to go
He's on a pocket
apologize?
Run.
Probably not apologize.
No apologizing to Byron right now.
Do you think
Hey.
Huckleberry has figured out how many people are inside? Because now I think we have an entrance that we can use. It isn't the front door.
Yeah, I think so. How do we let him know?
Well, he's supposed to let us know.
Yeah.
From the
Should be
windows.
coming to a window.
I have a question. Was Byron wearing a uniform of any kind?
No, he was wearing
Like-
sort of street clothes with one of those visors with the green.
Little like poker hat visor.
Yeah,
Perfect.
an accountant visor.
Well, now we know what to wear to go on in.
Anyway, while you guys are talking outside, the dwarf steps back up onto Byron's stool. Says, "So, Professor Hornleg, you said.
That is correct. Yes.
How much will you be depositing with us to open an account here at the Gold Tank Reserve?"
Well, I mean, before we go talking specifics, I'd like to know exactly what sort of establishment it is into which I would be depositing my gold. I would say I'd like to get a lay of the place, understand where your offices are located. Can I inspect your vault for its structural integrity? Because
well,
these
I-
sorts of things fail all the time.
Well, I can certainly give you a tour of the facilities, the security measures. I don't believe I could take you into the vault, but I can certainly show you how it is secured. And he hops down and comes around to this little side wall and opens it for you. If you would be so kind as to come with me.
Yes, of course. That'll be fine.
Okay.
Initially, Huck had said, like, give me like 10 minutes and then follow after, I think is what he said.
Oh, okay.
Like, if you figured out a quicker way in, by all means.
Yeah, then we should do that.
Let's go around to the side of the building and
think-
see if the door opens. See if it.
Yeah. I think Chepa will put on the hat of disguise with one of those, make sure it comes up off it looking like one of those little visors. Like she's an employee.
Oh yeah, you can change what the hat looks like. So, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing.
She wants to look
And-
like an employee. She's got the keys from Tapool, so
I'd like to retcon that Huck's hat looks like a mortarboard with a tassel. He's just straight
Professor
up
of
walking in there
academics.
in like academic robes. That's
like
yeah,
really
that was
crazy
his brilliant
doctoral outfits.
disguise.
Yeah.
Got the sashes.
fine. Okay. So, Huck, you're coming around talking to the gnome or the dwarf?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I'll just.
Did you know that I'm not just a professor of academics, but I'm a professor of academics with honors?
Apparently, hold on. My Foundry capture, I need to, I think, refresh it because it's not actually. There we go. I guess I had minimized Microsoft Edge, and that made it stop working. Note for the future. So, yeah, he walks you back around. He shows you the vault. He says, this here door is locked. This big door, this is 9 inches of solid steel, a combination known only to me. The inner door there, that takes 2 keys to open, one of which is carried by my tellers, the other of which carried by me.
Fascinating. So it is sort of a kind of a 2-point security system. Yes, that does make good sense. It seems a solid door. Um, may I? And Huck kind of goes ding 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 and like knocks on it a few times.
Okay. It's certainly made of metal. I'm not sure
Should I
what
be
information
moving
you're
like our tokens over to the side.
He's just making a show out of like getting the
You're kicking the tires. I understand.
yeah with the manager here. Pray tell, what is your name?
Urkum Dresch.
Wasn't
Dresch is the
Byron's-
manager.
Oh, okay, Dre. Oh, that's right. That's the one that Byron was talking about.
Okay.
Oh, well.
We're gonna leave you for a moment and go to the others.
Yes, please.
What are y'all doing?
I think we're crossing the street to go to the side alley where Byron left.
Okay.
Go into the alley to put on my hat of disguise
Yeah.
and come out a different person.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably
see.
be like just a regular human.
I need to drag you
Pretty,
all the way down there.
Benign looking.
And I look like a halfling child.
Little lost child.
Little small.
So we've got a rat folk who looks like a gnome who's dressed like a professor. Somebody who's dressed like a teller in the bank where one was just fired.
Yep.
And a kid. And a kid.
And a halfling kid. Okay. So you're at the
And
back door.
whatever Ellison looks like.
Oh yeah, what does Ellison look like?
Ellison has seen that there's a lot of dwarfs around and just looks like another random dwarf.
Fair enough.
Straightforward. Yeah.
Ellison, nondescript dwarf. So
It would be mean to look like Phoebe.
it would be. Phoebe
That
would
would be
not
counter-
take kindly to that. I don't know if you can disguise as a
Counterproductive.
specific person.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing? You're at the back door.
I think Chepa's gonna try to open. She's
Ah.
gonna compare the keys to the door itself, see if one of them looks like it might fit. And
There are
yes.
2 keys that sort of look like this,
Okay.
and one of them does unlock the door.
All right. Then we'll go in.
Okay, the door is
At
open.
least I will.
Is the door over here?
Yep, door's just north of you.
Oh, okay.
I like pull myself inside.
So, Chepa.
Yep.
A scratched and stained round table stands surrounded by mismatched chairs in this cramped room. A series of tall cabinets lines the south wall near a door to the west that you just came in. And the smell of fish emanates from one of the cabinets. A door on the north wall leads out to the teller stations. And to the west, there are open doors to 2 water closets.
Why does that smell like fish? That is foul. I think
Oh,
she's
No
that's
wonder
gonna,
Byron left.
Who put fish in the microwave?
right? Every time. Are these like cabinets, like lockers, like for the
Yeah.
employees to store stuff? Are they locked, or could I
Nope.
just open one?
You can just open them.
I think I'm just gonna open, see if there's anything that
Okay, are you
looks like
opening
I might.
the fishy one or another one?
Another one. I don't want whatever's in that fishy thing.
Okay. You find
I will brave the fishy one.
okay. The fishy one contains a tackle box. The one that Chepa opens contains a basic crafter's book, a clay ocarina, and a writing set that is half full of cartoon drawings of a magical kobold who fights undead.
Who has the bag of holding? Is that me too, or is it someone else?
I don't know. That's an excellent question.
I'll
Who's
have the
carrying the
bag of
bag of-
holding.
Okay.
I would just be like, just dump this in there.
You're stealing their sketchbook of their comic book about a magical kobold?
The awesomeness.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, if you're gonna
What are
open,
they gonna do with it?
if you're gonna open the rest of them,
Oh, I don't know.
I'll tell you that there's also 5 black candles and a half a stick of chalk, a set of replacement picks for thieves' tools, and that's everything.
I think I was gonna take the alchemical book. Is what I'm mostly interested in. I won't steal their cartoons if that would make them feel bad. But the alchemical book probably might be useful to someone, and
I'll take the thieves' tools.
yeah, the thieves' tool replacements would be good.
Okay. The thieves'
But the
tools.
rest I can just leave.
Okay, you're not taking the black candles or the.
while the
ocarina.
team is apparently
Sure.
rifling through lockers, Huckleberry is saying to this dwarven manager, why yes, and of course I've also been listed by multiple deans.
Jimmy, Howard. Oh,
Payne.
no.
No, not Dean
He's-
Kane.
He's terrible.
Oh yeah, he's terrible, but it's still pretty funny.
That's true. He says-
Stockwell.
Would you? Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah.
The dwarf says, "Would you like to step into my office and we can start some paperwork for you?"
Can Huckleberry hear anything in the break room?
Make a
Or hear
perception
any-
check.
Let's see. Let's make a perception check indeed. Again, it's wisdom, so that's a
Bad roll, though.
17.
I mean, you hear voices that are not Byron. Although, if you're going to do that, I should probably make a perception also for
Oh no.
the dwarf.
Oh no.
No, he doesn't hear anything.
Okay. Why, yes, of
Oh,
course.
I just
but-
realized I've been. I was misreading the art. The dwarf is a woman.
As I was saying, ma'am, I have been listed by multiple deans, Stockwell, Howard, etc. Jimmy, of course. James,
The dwarf says, "Yes, yes."
his father.
We've already made this joke. Please. His father,
But,
James Entertainment Dean. Sorry.
Of course.
Um,
Let's make our way to your office, and we can see what we might see what sort of arrangement we could come to.
okay. You follow him into his office.
That'll be just
Sure.
fine.
Let's
think- Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, please.
I was going to say, Chepa is going to look at Ellison and say, now, how do we want to play this? Do you want to also be an employee, or should I assume that you are asking for something out of the vault, and see if we can get started that way?
I thought we'd at least open the door to peer out to see where everyone was.
Just like, sure, but I'm just assuming that I have to look like I belong here. And if I belong here, I don't want to look too shifty.
I mean, I'm just gonna. You know what? Please make a society check, Des. Sorry,
Sure.
Jebba. Please make a society check.
1 second. I gotta pull this up. $14.
Yeah. So you know that banks typically have a decent, at least, idea of who works for them.
Sitting here like, of course I do.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Like-
continue.
Did
No.
you not remember you hired me?
Like, I'm just saying that they're not going to be like, I don't recognize you, but clearly from your hat, you work here.
They already hired Byron's replacement.
In a minute,
Obviously.
it's not going to matter. I figure your thought was more that customers wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I guess I misunderstood what you were saying. Please continue.
I would just say, well, let's go ahead and open the door.
Okay.
All right.
This can be kind of one of those Ocean's 11's thing where like flashback to I'll distract the manager and get them into an office.
Okay, so Huck, you are in the office with the manager. I think it's time that we go into initiative.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Well,
Here we go.
no one's like pulled a gun or anything
Yet.
yet.
I hope he's a quick draw.
So yeah, group in the break room. You're stepping out, including the halfling child.
Well, we
I
could have
am-
the.
I am hanging back a little bit
Okay.
because there's really no disguise for my height that would
Makes sense.
that would make sense to be in the bank. So
Goblins, kobolds. Anyway, okay,
We
but
could.
the other
A
two head out.
kobold
Yeah.
plumber.
I'm gonna head out. I think the only like for a child, it would have to be like a how did this child get back here distraction sort of thing. And I don't know how fast Tapple can run. But
are you able to change your disguise after you've said it?
No.
Okay.
Nope. I love that it's a halfling child because
Tapul,
Great.
you could start
absolutely bonkers.
screaming as a lost child.
Yeah, that could pose a distraction, but it could also alert the robot guards.
I just really like that you've turned this into a stealth mission. You're robbing a bank in broad daylight. Okay. Huck, what are you doing?
Well, let's see. Not now. Also, in addition to my holdings of gold, we will need to discuss. Do you have the means to safeguard incredibly rare papers, scholarly articles?
Oh, yes. There are any number of boxes in the... Any number of deposit boxes in the vault currently available for your use.
Very well. I have an entire volume of the Encarta series of reference books you may be familiar with. Quite extensive, and they're very rare. I'll wish to have them guarded.
Certainly doable. Now, if you'll just start filling out, and reaches into a drawer and pulling out sheaves of parchment work,
Yes, of course.
pushing
of
an
course,
ink,
of course.
pushing an inkwell and a quill toward you.
Yes, of course. Let's have a look here. And if it's all right, I'd just like to take a moment to review the wording of
Yes.
the
Certainly.
Huck is reading, and he's also just like listening. What like he doesn't really know. He hasn't gotten like the sense that anything has popped off just yet.
Yeah, I'm waiting for
else?
someone to pop things up.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to look at the vault, see if I can open it. I'm assuming like I gotta at least try it myself before realizing that there's not, you need a second key at the same time.
Absolutely. So yeah, you come across to the vault, and the cage door. There are clearly two keyholes, and you only have a key that fits one of them.
In the back in the office,
Yep.
Huck, while he's looking at it, when he looks at the desk behind the manager, behind her, what does he see on like that little shelf?
On that shelf, books bound in rich Corinthian leather, like you know that the like personal injury lawyer commercials where they're standing in front of a bookshelf full of books that have clearly never been opened.
It's
That.
those.
It's those.
It is there. Well, I'm just seeing on, maybe this is just Foundry. I'm like, is there like any kind of tchotchke or picture of anything? Any sort of objet d'art?
I mean, yes, there's actually a fairly nice silver sculpture of a dwarven clan pistol in miniature.
Oh wow! As I'm reviewing, and he's reviewing the paperwork, and he looks up and he says, "Oh well, my goodness, I can't help but be distracted. That's such a striking piece on your counter on display there. The silver, is that a carving of a clan pistol? I see. What is that? Pray tell. I must know. I've made a study of them.
Of dwarven clan pistols?
Well, you see, I don't
By the way,
have to tell.
those of you in the hallway can now clearly hear Huck in the manager's office.
Yeah,
I
I think
don't
Shepard's just
have-
gonna be like, Ellison, I cannot open this without someone else's key.
I don't have to tell you how, of course,
Manager
each
has
clan
it.
pistol is very important to
Go ask the manager.
very important
Oh,
to each
Just
individual
ask.
clan, and they all have each ones.
So you
Ask him
where did you?
forcefully.
Might you bring it to me so I could look at it a little more closely?
Are you trying to get the manager to turn her back to you?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, the manager turned. Make a deception check. I'm not going to give it
Yep.
to you that easily.
That's fair. I'm very convincing. I'm a professor of academics.
Yes,
Because the 19 will do it.
it will. Yes, she turns around and she.
As she turns around,
Okay.
Huck does draw a pistol and says, "Ma'am, I do want to see the pistol, but before you place your hands upon it, first I am going to have to request that you place your hands upon the wall."
Okay. So now initiative from everybody.
Yeehaw!
Let me.
At that point, is that intimidation?
No, it's whatever you do on your first turn.
Fair enough.
Everybody, please roll initiative in the combat tracker. The dwarf.
19.
The dwarf has rolled a nat 20.
Oh no.
Okay.
So she gets to respond to whatever I've said. What's her name again?
Urkham Dresh.
Urkham. All right.
She, let's see. Yeah. She is going to draw a pistol, which is identical to that one, except, larger, and fire it at you.
Oh boy.
Even though I had one pointed at her. Man, all right.
Yeah, she rolled a nat 20 on her initiative.
Fair enough. I was about to, could I hero point my initiative roll?
I mean, you can.
I'd have to nat 20. I don't think I could
Mm-mm.
go ahead of her, could I?
Probably
you
not.
can't.
Not with your wisdom. Actually, no, because I'd let you use your deception as your initiative.
Oh, I can?
Yeah, you can use a deception initiative for that because of the way you were doing it.
Or
Okay.
intimidate, right?
Or intimidate, whichever one you want to use.
Okay. Well, let's see. I'll roll it. I'll consider it a hero point.
No, don't consider it a hero
Intimidate.
point. Just roll your initiative but set it to the
Intimidation.
skill you're going to use.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right. I don't think I get to use. I don't think my feet goes into play.
No, it does not.
Not at that point. That's like actually in combat.
Correct.
10 paces. Well, that's worse.
Significantly so.
Oh.
You rolls the dice and you takes your chances.
Well, so then I could hero point that one.
You can, yes.
I don't think I've
Reroll-
ever heard someone hero point an initiative roll.
Reroll using the hero point. There we go. Okay, it's like an option.
Ooh,
Ooh.
you still aren't higher though.
Nope, still not higher than her.
Damn it.
Ouch.
Fair enough.
Okay, yeah, she
Pretty close.
draws and fires on you point blank.
Well, that's a wrap on Huckleberry, everyone. He died as he lived,
Huck, what is your
boy.
AC?
mildly buzzed.
Oh boy.
It's 16.
Okay, not a crit.
Oh.
Only does 1 damage.
So it's just
Minimum
gonna like
damage.
nick you.
She is a
pings-
terrible shot.
It pings off of the flask in his pocket. I don't know.
Yeah, basically. So,
Cheppa's gonna hear that. She's gonna.
Yeah. a gunshot goes off. Next up is Huck.
Time to put my plan into action after Huck's turn.
All of the other bank customers are now scattering.
Ma'am, you do me great dishonor. And
You
Huck,
gonna shoot her back?
well, I mean, Huck is like brandishing the gun and goes, "Make with the keys and it won't get any messier."
Was that an intimidate?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Huck's just been shot and he's like, "Jerk. I didn't care for that at all.
Oh.
Okay, that's a 9.
I shall hero point it."
You have a hero point? Yes, you do have another hero point.
I had a base hero point and you gave me a hero point for my dumb accent.
Right.
Well, it's a 19.
Better.
It's a 19
Better.
intimidation.
Against their will DC?
Yes.
You have successfully demoralized. That's a. They have gained. She has gained frightened 1. And now your second and third actions.
Move move into her space and try and grab the keys, I guess. And like, yeah. Take them off her.
Okay, you don't see the keys. You're gonna need a perception to seek.
All right, we'll do that.
Okay.
I seek the keys.
You have no idea where the keys are, and you know you cannot hero point that.
Oh no!
No, I'm all out of hero points.
Yeah, that's 7. You have 1 action left.
At that point, Huck will yell over his shoulder, "I could use a little help."
Okay. Talking is a free action. You still have 1
Oh.
action left.
Well, in that case, he's training the gun directly on the man. Is that readying in action?
It takes 2 actions to ready.
2. Yeah.
2 actions to ready. Well,
You
Shoot
can
her.
shoot her. You can shoot her, you can move, you can.
Shoot her.
that's about, well, he was trying to avoid, but yeah, at this point he's gonna shoot her, but he's gonna go for a maybe not less lethal.
Her foot.
I mean, you're shooting her. You cannot make this non-lethal.
What if he shot her in the foot?
There are no called shots in Pathfinder.
Right. All right, fair enough.
I think 2E rules. You can make anything non-lethal by taking a penalty, though.
You can take a -4 penalty to make it non-lethal, but I would
That's
Don't
not gonna
go
recommend
so
it.
far as to say that, first of all, it only matters for your last shot.
Well, she already shot me.
Oh,
You know,
she did
fair
shoot
is
at you.
fair.
Yeah, like, she works for Mugland. She's a bad person.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't have to justify this. At this point, Huck is just, he's like, you shot at me. By God, give me the keys. And he's just, yeah, he's getting right up in her grill. Sure, he'll attack. Let's see, with my dueling pistol. Well, I'd already drawn it. There we go.
Yes, you had.
And
Did
yeah.
you remember to target?
oh, right. I thought you were going to ask if I'd remembered to load it. I was like, yes. Huck's gun is always loaded. No ammunition assigned. Oh, for God's sake.
So no, you didn't.
So no,
remember
you
to
didn't
load.
remember.
Okay, listen. Being from Texas, do I know how to load an actual gun? Yeah, I do. Do I know how to assign ammunition in Foundry so that my fantasy gun is going to work properly?
I have
Less
just done
so.
it for you.
I thank you, because I had no idea what that was going to be. That's a weird fact of my life. Put an actual pistol on the table in front of me, be like, Gerald, can you load this? Yeah, probably. And it's like, what about this computer thing?
Oh, okay. Another massive bang rings out through the stone walls, and that's a hit. Roll your damage.
Very well. Is that just damage? It's not a crit.
It's not a crit, no.
Very well.
Oh,
Oh,
Ooh.
but a hefty chunk of damage. Okay. Tapul, your turn.
all right. So, gonna do something a little bit out of the norm for a combat action. Tabhul, who looks like a halfling child, hears the 2 gunshots go off and starts screaming at the top of her lungs, "Mommy! Mommy!"
Okay.
And is trying to draw some of the employees to the back room.
Oh yeah, both of the other two tellers on their initiative, which is next, is that your whole action?
Yes, because I really don't want to draw a weapon as a child.
Okay. The two tellers both stand up from their stations and run to the back room, see you, and one of them scoops you up and carries you out the door unless you do something to stop it.
You're not my mommy!
Okay, so
And
Kidnapping!
they
Stranger
are-
danger!
they are making a what's the word I'm looking
Grapple?
for? They're making a grapple check against you. What is your
Is Elsa maybe standing
reflex
over where
DC?
I am?
Yeah,
let's
we had
Yeah.
see.
talked.
Yeah.
My reflex DC.
No,
would
it's actually your
be,
fortitude DC.
I
Uh-oh.
wish it was reflex.
Yeah, that would be nice.
My fortitude DC is a 15.
Okay, yeah. They pick you up
Oh no!
and carry you outside.
You're not my mommy!
You can make an escape check on your next turn.
Jesus.
It's going great.
Cheppa, your turn. You're at the vault door. You can now see one of the Clockwork Guardians in the vault
Hmm.
trying to hearing the gunshot and stepping forward.
Do
And-
I assume these things have enough? Would I know if they have enough intelligence to determine every single bank employee as an individual?
Make a crafting or an arcana check.
Alrighty, let me figure out what one might be better. Maybe. 1 second. Oh my gosh. Let's see. My arcana is +4. My crafting is +4. It really doesn't matter.
Nope.
Okay. Nope. 15.
No, you have no idea.
Okay. I'm just gonna. Do I know if they're intelligent? Like, do they hear things? Like, can
They are not
respond?
intelligent.
Okay. So if I
Um,
told it something, it wouldn't care.
I mean, they're not mindless. Oh no,
I'm
they
asking
are
if
mindless.
I tell
They
them
are
all,
mindless.
like the manager is being attacked, would they go after the manager?
No.
Okay.
They have
Then that's useless.
no. They are specific routines.
Okay. I am going to step to the other side to try and see what the gunshots are all about.
Okay. You can move yourself.
Yep. I want to see if do I need to go around this corner?
No, you can cut around. Yeah, you can go around the corner. It should
Okay.
just move you, or it'll say you're
Yep.
running into a wall and you have to move yourself.
Apparently.
Note to self: turn on pathfinding.
Okay. Can I how far was that? Like 15 feet, I think?
Yeah, that was 15 feet.
Alrighty. Can I see through the door from here, or can I move a little further?
You need to move it a little further. You need to move basically up to the door because you can see through the
Alrighty.
door, but you can see like a couch.
There we go.
So yeah, now you can see what's going on. There is a dwarf and
Mm-hmm.
the gnome that you know to be Huckleberry aiming guns at each other. Like from 5 feet away. It's really
Right.
weird.
And she's bleeding, right? Like
Oh,
she just
she
got
is bleeding.
hit.
She got hit. She got winged.
Okay. But she's not down.
No. She's sturdy.
would say, "Oh my God, should I call for help?"
Make a deception check. Are you creating a distraction? Are you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, make it a deception check.
You got it. That is
Go.
23.
Nice. I will get to what that does on the dwarf's turn.
Okay.
Ellison, your turn.
I can't reach the clockwork thingy, right?
No. You cannot.
All right, then I am going to draw my clan pistol and target the clockwork.
Okay. It has partial cover because of the cage door.
Okay. And then I'm going to, I have ammunition. Why is it not?
You might not have assigned the ammunition to the weapon. I will take care of it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Done. You should now be able to fire.
Thank you. That is a 23.
That is a hit, not a crit.
For 2.
Okay. It pings off the the metal. It does cosmetic damage. And you have one action left.
I am going to move over my 20 feet to see what's to see what's going on with the robbery part of this.
Fair enough. So,
I think Shepard would have did a little shriek when she heard another gunshot go off because she's pretending that she's freaked out.
of course.
It's like,
So, the dwarf steps around the desk and keeping her gun trained on Huck and shouts to Chepa, here, unlock the vault. Unlock the vault so the broker can help.
"Oh, okay.
And throws you her keys.
Awesome. I'll take them. Do
Uh,
I have to?
Oh no, I have the bag of holding.
It's one action, two actions.
Oh yeah, you have the bag of holding.
Third action, she's going to reload. Huck, back to you.
Huck reloads. That I believe is just the one action, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, Huck reloads. Do I have to do that? I didn't know if there was a thing that I have to do to reload,
No,
in Foundry.
You just interact to reload. However, because of your ability, because of your gunslinger's way, you can use Raconteur's reload, which allows you to, for one action, both reload and either attempt a deception check to create a diversion or an intimidation check to demoralize.
Oh, right. Let's see. It'll never work. You won't be able to get them they won't be. He's like pointing the gun. I'm like doing this. What am I doing? We're already in there. We've got the place. My men have the place surrounded. You'll never get it done. He's decided. There you go.
I'm gonna say roll the
decep-
deception check.
Sure. That wasn't my best deception. Uh,
Okay, so that's creating a diversion.
okay.
Which means that, let's see, creatures you attempt to divert get a +4 circumstance bonus to their perception DCs against your attempts to do that for 1 minute. You succeeded. Yeah, I think what you were just doing was more of a intimidate.
Well, let's call it. Yeah, let's call it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because creating diversion allows you to become hidden.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, this is intimidation check then.
Okay.
My bad. In that case, he's just like, do you want me to keep putting bullets into you?
Okay, now you failed at that intimidation check,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
which means that she gets to use her reaction, Defying Glare,
Oh no.
which allows her to simply glare at you. What is your will DC?
How do
Probably
I?
not great.
Yeah, it's not. Is it 10 plus my modifier?
Yes.
Yeah.
13.
Okay. So she has now made you frightened one. And somehow I have managed to put up Huck's character sheet. There we go. Yeah. She has turned that right around on you with a reaction. So. Oh, no. Sorry. That was actually your first action, though, wasn't it? You have 2 actions left.
Well, in that case,
Uh,
Huck's frightened, but can he still try and like move around her to the door?
Oh, yeah, certainly.
Like he's gonna move between her and the door where she just threw the keys to Chippa. And hell with it. He reloaded. They like yelled at him, but he's just gotta take another shot. What the hell?
I can think of no
So-
reason why not.
So much for stealth.
Oh.
Oof.
Well, so much for
But it wasn't a critical failure,
Well,
which
that's
is
something.
important with guns.
Yeah.
oh, because that makes them jam
Um,
or explode.
I'm going to look up those rules.
Cheppa's gonna like, please
Yeah.
don't hurt
I'm just going to let that carry on from Cheppa's earlier deception check, which was great.
Yeah, it's all the
Okay,
same lie.
Topple, you are in the arms of a human woman wearing a teller's garb.
So I am going to try to escape.
Okay.
Which
Can you
is
bite them?
it is an unarmed attack against their athletics DC.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you get. Yes.
You're not my mommy.
Okay.
And
you have been
I
dropped.
kicked her in the shin and
Okay, make another unarmed attack.
I feel like
well
your
that
average
was my escape.
Oh,
Was
that's for.
the kicking her in the
okay.
shin.
Got it.
She drops me.
I mean, she was holding you at just time. You
I-
kicked her in the boob. But
Okay. All right. And after she drops me, I go back inside.
okay. You hear her.
25.
You hear her behind you being like, "Fine, get shot, brat," and runs away.
So 25 to move there. And then probably to there. And that's my turn.
I feel like bank tellers have just flat 10 stats.
Yeah, that's what I've been using. Okay. The clockwork broker in the vault is now emitting a high-pitched shriek.
Oh no. Oh no.
Like a high-pitched siren.
The alarm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone within 100 feet has penalties for perception checks requiring listening. Chepa, your turn.
All right. I now have the keys. I'm gonna go back towards the well, I'm gonna back slowly away from Huckleberry with the keys in my hands. I've got the key. I'm gonna open it for you. I promise. Please don't hurt me. Let's see. Can I do that in 20 feet?
Yeah.
Can I ask the manager, like, should I just what about them clockworks? I don't want him to shoot me.
The manager yells back, "Open the door and get out of their way, fool!"
So then I'm gonna move over. Nope, not in the wall.
The manager is super busy getting shot at.
Right. I'm just gonna start opening it.
Okay. 1 action, 2 actions, 3. Yeah, you have unlocked the door.
Cool.
You have opened the door. There is now nothing standing between you and the giant clockwork man.
Yeah, that's a little scary, but
Ellison, your turn.
All right. I see that there is nothing standing between her and the giant clockwork man. And so I am going to.
shoot over, beside me.
No, I'm going to do something much dumber than that.
Oh, okay.
I'm moving over here. Can I get in the vault? Can I get in front of her?
Yes.
And I'm going to draw my bastard sword and hit the thing with a bastard sword.
Okay.
And give me a second because I forgot a target. Ooh.
That's a crit.
Yay.
All right.
Woo!
First crit of the game.
Oh.
Max damage. Wow.
They are not immune to crits. I just wanted to make sure of that. Yeah, that did not go so well for that. You cleave it in twain. Like you are basically ducking. You are ducking shrapnel. Well, you're a dwarf, so the shrapnel goes over your head. Chepa, you
I'm
are
ducking shrapnel.
Okay, that's the end of our round 2. Let's take a quick 7-minute break so folks who need to can, smoke if you gotta, pee if you need to, get something else to drink in front of your face, and we'll be back in 7 minutes.
Okay.
Great.
Okay, everybody. Where were we? Right. Robbing a bank. Ellison, you just had your turn. We are back to Dresh. Dresh has a loaded gun, is going to reach into a pocket and throw throw 12 silver in the air. And what is Huck's perception DC?
Oh.
15, I think.
You have a +5?
Yeah, +5.
Okay. Well, that's a crit success against you.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
no.
it's a regular success.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute.
Nope, it's a
23.
regular success. So that is you are now flat-footed against her next attack. And as part of that, so there's also now 12 silver scattered around the floor, if you want it. But
Next melee attack, I see.
is it next melee attack?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it says next melee. Yeah.
But that's on critical success.
No, under success it says
No,
against the
regular
next
success.
melee.
Look, read up above. The target is
As-
flat-footed
against her ranged as well as
attacks.
melee
Oh, as
strikes.
well as melee.
Oh, okay.
Dang it. Oh, okay.
It's this specific ability.
Got it.
Gotcha.
So that is going to make Huck flat-footed, and she's gonna shoot. So it's a hit. It's not a crit. It does 1 damage plus 1 sneak attack damage.
She's
3 whole
rolling
points of
rocks
damage.
on the damage.
Yeah, she rolled a 1 on a 1 on a D4 and a D6.
It's
She's rolled
like
3 ones on damage so far.
Oh yeah, she's not doing great. But still, that was just her first action, so she's gonna reload and fire again. And rolls an 18, so that's definitely a hit.
ouch.
It's even with the multi attack, it's a 22. For 5 points of damage this time.
Ouch.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
How's Huck looking?
Well, once you take that 5 points, he's at half HP.
Okay. Okay. Huck, it's your turn. You've just been shot.
Yeah. Let's see. Huck has been shot, but I mean, so is she. He's gotten her, well, at least the one time. And he says, I think that's quite enough of that. And he does another, I guess, Raconteur's reload.
Yep.
I suppose, yeah. That's quite enough of that. And then he goes with a, I guess deception would be to hide. What I wanted to do is like load fire. Well, I can't load fire and shut the door to the office behind her. That's too many things.
Yes, it is.
Well, load fire then. Very well. Targeting old Urkham.
Okay. So make
Well,
that
intimidation
first.
right?
Yeah.
Intimidation, because that could 17.
Just not enough to. It does not get her will DC,
She's not terribly intimidated.
which means she gets to make an intimidate back on you with that
Oh,
reaction.
damn it.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm the braggart swashbuckler.
That's a 24 on you.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
You're-
Okay.
Oh.
That's a critical success, making Huck frightened too.
Well, that's not great. See, because now it's even worse for me to try and attack. All right. Well, we are hunting for crits.
That's not how you do it.
That's not
No,
one.
not remotely.
No.
Well, in that case, I don't even know that. I mean, Huck is trying to keep. So let's see. I reload. I reload. I fire. I was about to say I could do risky surgery is more than one action, if I'm not mistaken.
First aid is
I
one action.
don't think it can be done in combat.
Yeah, you can't do risk. You
Yeah.
need battle medicine to do it in combat.
Oh, gotcha,
Can
gotcha,
you-
gotcha.
Oh no, I think that's a feat. I was gonna say, can you just try to tumble past her or like?
I mean, she's not between you and the door.
Yeah.
You can just run away.
And Huck is actually going to try and draw the manager out. Then yes, Huck is going to just kind of book it. How far can he get? His speed is 25. Okay, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. He's trying to just like haul out and or run and make it seem like
You can get 5 more. That you just counted a diagonal as 10. That should only have been 5.
oh, okay. There we go.
Okay, and you have 1 action left.
Uh Huck's going to keep moving and try to. Can he vault over this? Vault over the teller's desk and like out through that window?
I'm going to require an athletics check.
Yeah, that's fair. Is athletics? Is it strength or wait? Could that be acrobatics?
No.
Damn it! All right, fine.
I mean, acrobatics would be balancing on it. You are trying to just sheer strength force go over the thing.
What if I was trying to like make it cool? It's like cartwheeling over. I guess that's athletics as well.
I mean, if you're trying to tumble over it, yeah, that's acrobatics.
I'm trying to tumble over it. I'm
Cartwheel.
trying to like, yeah, do
Vault.
the thing with the
Yeah, sure.
feet and like.
I
yeah,
will allow it.
fair enough.
Giddy up.
Yeah.
There we go.
What is your total on that? I don't have it open. It says
16.
16. You don't make it look particularly cool, but yes, you. I keep moving you in the wrong one. Yeah, it's gonna move you around because that's what it knows how to do.
Right.
Yeah, you make it to the other side, and that's where you end your turn. Tapul, your turn.
Yeah, he
All right.
Huck yells, "Come and get me, Dresh!"
Tapul. I suppose I have to go around this open vault door, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And into the vault.
I'm trying to move you just so. There we go. Into the vault.
Can I see the gold?
Yeah, there is a big. See the big chest in the middle of it?
Yeah.
There is an ornate steel box in the middle of Well, in the middle of the vault. This chamber, it's lined with steel on the ceiling and the floor. Steel cabinets line the walls, each with 2 locks. In the center is a steel table, welded to the ground with an ornate steel chest the size of a burly dwarf on top. A single
Oh
outlet,
God.
a single outlet to the north has 2 doors, the one you just came in. And it, yeah,
All right. Is the lockbox bolted to the
no,
table?
no, it will just about fit in your bag of holding.
But it will not fit.
No, it will.
Oh, it will. Okay.
It's just a
Then
matter of,
that
can you
is
push
what
it
I would
over?
like to do with my other 2 actions is get that thing into the bag of holding.
Okay. Congratulations. You have just put, yeah, it's immensely heavy at 10 bulk and just barely fits through the mouth of the bag, of the bag of holding. You cannot move it by yourself. This is going to require 2 people to get it in
Okay.
there.
I will ready the bag.
You ready the bag. Okay.
I'm
Jeppa.
gonna need help getting it in.
Yeah. Is this gonna be like an athletics check to get that thing in, or is
It
it just
is.
I push?
No, it's athletics.
I have like a +1 to athletics, so I can try, or I could let Ellison do it, and I can try to save Huckleberry.
Well, here's the thing. 2 people involved are going to have to both make an athletics check.
Okay.
I am
And-
also not great at athletics, so it's probably
How's Ellison at athletics?
Ellison and Ellison, huh?
Yeah. How's your?
Oh, I have a +6.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'm
let you
fine
do
in
that.
athletics.
I mean, it's not impossible.
I
In
have a
fact-
+0.
She's also standing in front of me, so
No, I do not have a +0. What do I have?
I have a +1.
I do have a +0. Never mind. I was thinking acrobatics. So I can try, but it's gonna be a roll of the dice, literally.
That's fair. Also, if all 3 of you do it, it'll be easier. Cheppa, it's your turn.
Uh,
You can move through Ellison.
okay. My only concern is leaving Huckleberry to fend for himself out there, and if he's just gonna go straight out the front door towards those other 2 like construct thingies.
Well, here's the thing. The alarm is no longer going off. So
That's fair.
the 2 constructs in the front do not know there is a robbery in progress.
I'm gonna go around Ellison and try to help over here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say I think Huckleberry just launched himself over the counters.
Okay, make your athletics check.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
Nice.
hey! Natural
Yeah.
20.
Yes, you 100% are able to, you begin muscling this into the bag.
Just because I'm
And-
so tall.
And in fact, that's a nat 20. Tapul, also make an athletics check for me with your +0.
Uh-oh.
How does the bag of holding work? Once stuff's in there, is it less heavy?
Yes.
that would be
Oh.
the opposite of good.
Okay, well, you don't
This is
make it
not one.
worse. Because that's not interesting. Ellison, your turn. You see Tapul really, really trying.
And
Do
I
that-
still look like a halfling child, so
I
this is
move up
probably
to help.
comical.
Okay, make an athletics check. This should be easy for you.
Hopefully. Yeah, 14.
I'm going to say that you get a +1 from Cheppa's amazing athletics. And yeah, you're between the 2 of you, you wrestle it in there.
Yay!
Yeah, we gotta get.
And we're back to the dwarf.
Oh no.
The dwarf comes running out into the hallway. And runs until she sees you in the vault.
Oh no.
Oh, bless her heart. She told me to open it.
She did. What are you doing in there? And then she is
You're
going
not
to
my mommy.
she is going to step here and begin pushing the vault door.
Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
It's moving slowly. It's very heavy. Sorry. This guy ran out of the bank like 20 minutes ago. Huck, your turn.
Huck takes aim, or he'd have to reload, but
Did you shoot last turn?
yeah.
I don't. No, you didn't. You reloaded.
didn't?
You did the raconteur's reload,
And then you ran,
You
and
got
then you
frightened and
vaulted.
ran away.
Oh, I wasn't able to. I thought I did attack.
Nope.
You did not attack last turn.
No, yeah, it's in the log. I like did a critical miss because I was frightened too,
Oh,
and then I ran away.
well
yeah.
then.
Oh,
I
you
shouldn't
got
have
an
let-
extra action
You got
last
an extra.
turn, I
You
think.
got an extra action out
Oops.
of me.
Oh, my bad.
That's whatever.
Sorry about
Whatever.
that.
It's your turn.
Very well. In that case, I reload and take a shot at the manager again.
Okay. This is a little tough because there is a much taller than you desk between you and there. So I'm just saying that she's got some cover. Make your attack.
Oh gosh, I guess that's right. I was thinking it would be like, yeah, but that's what he's got. He can do.
Well,
I'm
how
trying
tall
to
is?
keep. Huck's 4 feet tall.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll once again take a shot and hope it's not going to like. Well, all right. It's just critical miss city
Okay, well,
for Huck.
I will say we are past. It's been another hour of play, and that means that it's time for someone to get another hero point. I have it set to assign randomly. Let's see who gets it.
Ah,
Who got it?
It's me.
Huck.
Okay.
Woo!
All right.
That was completely random.
Let's re-roll with a hero point.
What a crazy random happenstance.
That is slightly better.
That is still a miss.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, can't do anything else.
But not a crit this time.
You have one action left.
Let's see. Do I have any? I don't have anything else I could throw at him, or Huck has very little. He wouldn't be able to like draw a bottle and fling it. That'd be 2 actions.
That would be 2 actions, yes.
That would be 2. He's gonna reload again.
Okay. Tapul.
All right. Tapul now holding the bag of holding that has the money box in it. Shouts, "Where's my mommy?" and runs out of the vault. That's one move. I'm gonna run past her and hope she doesn't have attack of opportunity.
And if she does, she's not going to use it on a child.
Who's
Remember-
screaming for her mommy.
Your escape route is out the back. The way to the Wailing Scrapyard is from out the back door.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Did not mean to. Okay. All right.
Okay, that's as far as you get in one turn.
Yep.
Cheppa,
Right.
you still
Well,
look like a bank
hell.
employee.
I still look like a bank employee. I'm in the vault with Ellison, but I don't want that door closing on me. So, what do I have that I could? Can I just like muscle my way against the vault door to like exit?
I mean, it's still pretty open.
Yeah.
Like
I just don't want her to close it.
Yeah. I mean, she's going to close it unless you are literally standing in the way of it and succeed at a check, like an athletics check, to hold it open.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I think your best move is get out of the vault.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get out of the vault and come up here. All right. Now I'm gonna say, if I haven't already, I think it is time to draw my sword.
Okay.
All right.
And one action remaining.
Yep. I'm gonna say, you really do not know when to quit, do you? And can I do that as an intimidate action?
You can.
Woohoo! I am a braggart swashbuckler. I gotta try to
Ooh,
nat 20.
Yes.
Very, very intimidating.
Extremely intimidating. She is now frightened too. I really need to stop opening character sheets on the stream view and start opening them on the correct. Frightened 2. Okay. Ellison, over to you.
I am going to exit the vault. And then go around the door and over here. And then I'm going to take a swing at her.
Okay.
That is a 20.
It is. You are still targeting the dead clockwork.
Oops.
Oh.
Check her AC. Nope, that hits her.
Okay. Then 8 points of damage.
It hits her because she is real frightened. Okay, yeah. I mean, you don't do any like physical damage with it, but she's clearly winded at this point. And you have one action left? was your
No,
move
I
too?
double moved.
Okay. Okay. She is going to attempt to get to the door. Would you like to make an attack of opportunity?
Yes, I would.
I thought you might.
Yeah.
Do I get one also, or just her?
Oh, do you both have it?
I don't know.
I don't think swashbucklers get them until
Okay.
like, a higher level.
Got it.
That's just a 13.
Yeah, you would have to have taken a feat. Yeah, that is a miss. Okay, so she moves, comes out, and heads for this office up here. And she doesn't have the actions to do anything with that. Huck, your turn.
Huck looks at his Confederates and says, "Let's get the hell out of here." And I'd say he scrambles back over the thing, but I guess he's just gonna take his turn or his movements. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1. Come on, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's 2, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then he's gonna just keep it going.
Okay. I'm
One.
surprised you're not going and stealing that silver clan pistol from the office.
He's been shot twice,
That's fair.
and like the get here is the gold, and this lady has been beating up on him pretty bad. So he's gonna. That was a 1, 2,
Would Sheppa have seen it?
3,
Yes.
4, and Huck is basically at the back door at this
Okay.
point.
Tapul.
And following suit, she will run out the door and then to the south. Is that where the scrap?
Yep.
Okay.
It is out and down that way. Chepa, your turn.
Oof. I think I'm gonna abandon
That's
the
all
thing
three.
too. I was considering if I had enough time to go get it, and I don't think I do.
I mean, it would take you another round. The manager is
Yeah.
retreating. Like, she looks like she's about to go lock herself in that office.
Oh. And the outdoor automatons aren't going to come in because the siren stopped, right?
Correct.
I'll go get it. Why not?
Okay.
Yep.
Leave yourself there. At this point,
Okay.
they're in retreat. You are running away. I'm just going to tell you
Yeah.
that you go in and you find both that the little silver statuette of a clan pistol, as well as make a perception check for me.
Okay.
We're gonna fall out of initiative because I don't feel like counting squares till your retreat.
16.
Yeah, you also notice stuck in among the many books of banking bound in fine leather, there's a slim little ledger stuck in between two
Ooh.
of them.
I'm going to grab that.
Okay. Let me add
That's
that.
useful.
Let me add that to your inventory.
I think Chepa is from a merchant family, so she knows that ledgers are the real deal.
Yep. And also you got the it's worth 52 silver. I just added the silver to your character sheet because I'm assuming
Cool.
you're going to melt it down or sell it or whatever.
Yeah.
Melt it down. You're not fighting werewolves. Anyway. So yes, you all make it and you all make it out into the alley just as you hear the boots of shield marshals coming in response to that alarm which did go off, and the many people who ran out of the bank saying, "Oh my god, there's gunshots in the bank." Because, that's important. So yeah, you're in this bag. A dingy little cobblestone alley displays traces of the once affluent nature of this neighborhood. A weed-strewn yard behind the bank is enclosed by a chicken wire fence. There's just hand-rolled cigarette butts all over the place. And a small footpath leads to the backside door. A path to the south leads to the junkyard. And the alley continues east and west. As you leave, the sounds of shouting and signal whistles are heard from the front of the bank and the far eastern and western ends of the alley. Deputy Shield Marshal Lovelace's voice is heard, shouting commands to create a perimeter around the bank. A Shield Marshal replies, "Yes, Deputy, right away." What are y'all doing?
I think we're running towards the junkyard, right? Like that's where we're
Yep.
supposed to head.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's book it, guys.
Okay.
As fast as my little sticky feet can carry me.
So you are chased into the scrapyard. Sorry, I have to get into a new portion of this.
Oh, I have a question. Does my panache stay from fight to fight, or do I have to get it every
You have
fight?
to get it every fight. It does not
Okay,
start
cool.
the fight.
Just making sure.
There we are. So you run south into the scrapyard. Piles of discarded scrap metal, wood, and other garbage mark the edge of a path leading north into the scrapyard. Several bits of debris have recently collapsed into the entrance. Just west, a veritable tower of piled refuse wobbles precariously. The path opens to the north and east into the scrapyard, or exits to the south into the alley between two buildings where you came from. Shouts and whistles are heard coming from the direction of the Gold Tank Reserve. Up atop one of these piles of scrap to the northwest of you, there is a single goblin who yells down, "Hey, Longshanks! Shield Marshal's following you! Collapse the tower!" And he points to the towering pile of debris next to the entrance. What are you doing?
I'm listening.
Well,
to
I
this
think
goblin.
I'm gonna collapse
Yeah.
the tower.
How are you going
we-
to do that?
Can I make a crafting check?
You can make a crafting check.
Does an 18 tell me what I need to know, or
That is
do
a
it?
success. Someone else also needs to make either a crafting, a survival, or just attack the damn thing.
I've got
try
it
a crafting.
started.
Hold up.
I can also make a crafting check.
Alrighty. Knock this
Yeah.
thing down.
Okay.
That is a 20.
So yeah, Chepa and
Dirty
Tapul.
20.
Oh, yeah.
Chepa and Tapul, you both look at it and you kind of see where structurally it's weakest, and you both just start picking up rocks and bits of debris and throwing it at these weak points. And then it collapses.
Nice.
I don't think that sound went through. The reason we stopped for a while, if it didn't, is because the creators of this Foundry module made a whole big crashing sound.
Dang, I haven't been hearing any of the Foundry sounds because
Well,
it's sort of
This is the
different.
first one I got, so.
Yeah.
I've heard some of the ambient noise just very quietly, but this
Oh,
one
yeah.
I heard very distinctly, and it was great.
Oh, good. So as you topple the pile of junk, you see Deputy Lovelace, a tall, tan-skinned desert elf with gunmetal blue hair and mismatched silver and amber eyes, turning the corner in the alley, chasing after you, accompanied by several shield marshals, draws her rifle and fires in one fluid motion, blah, 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 what we started the session with. And that is where we are
Can't-
going to end episode 1.
I can't
Hell
believe
yeah.
she is shooting at a child.
A child!
A child who just robbed a bank. Also, she is not necessarily the nicest elf in the world. So yeah, we will stop there for the night. Before we go, anybody want to tell people where we can find you on social media or other projects you're working on that you would like people to know about? Des,
Oh my gosh.
anything?
I'm just at Tribe Ruth on Twitter.
Gerald?
It's
Oh,
mostly
sorry.
this and no, oh god.
No, please continue. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, it's mostly just this and like I talk about Jewish stuff. So if that's your vibe, like tabletop RPGs and being Jewish.
I live in Boston. Tabletop RPGs and being Jewish, the Venn diagram is basically a circle
Yep.
Like the Boston nerd community is also the Boston Jews community.
I mean, that's yes.
I have never I was raised Catholic, and I know from like Concom meetings that how to shut people up in Hebrew. Anyway,
Okay.
quick, how do you say Sheket Bavakasha in Elvish? Gerald.
Oh my gosh.
I am at Gerlad Doodley on Twitter and TikTok and anywhere where I may be found. And yeah, mainly I'm doing this, and I don't know when they're going to use it, but I recently recorded a voiceover for Peterson's Natural Farms. I was paid in an assortment of meats. So that's what I've been up to. I'm literally bringing home the bacon.
Oh, we had to get one more pun in. Corey.
That's just true.
You can find me on Twitter at CoreyMurray21. You can also find my writing at two-time Eisner Award-winning Women Write About Comics, where I am a contributor and editor.
Woohoo!
Indeed. And Carrie?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Carrie. I can be found on Twitter on at Carrie Vogren or at Hit Cookies. And you can buy cookies at criticalhitcookies.com.
And they
They're
are amazing.
delicious.
I need to
So
buy more
good.
of the strawberry ones because they are the best cookies I've ever had. And you can also and I am at QM Spence. I am also the game master on the Drunken Geek podcast. So if you enjoyed this and you want even more puns, go to thedrunkengeek.com. One of our players is just God damn it, Devin. They're not even here. But yeah. And I guess it's apparently there's at least one person in the Boston area. You can also find me hosting trivia on Monday nights at Hamilton in Brookline, Massachusetts.
Oh yeah, you can find me if you're not doing Brookline. I'm also Monday nights at Ducali Pizzeria in the North End.
Cool. That is a hyper targeted advertisement right there.
Yeah, yeah, for
But-
the handful of people who are here.
But thank you all so much for being here with us. We'll be back in 2 weeks, so on the 28th, with episode 2 that I have not named yet. But it'll probably be something about scrap or junk or whatever. Probably a bad joke about junk, which is just going to be filthy. I don't know. We'll see. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.